Who is super excited to do this amazing call about money? Welcome, 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 everybody. I am super, super excited to get back into the groove of things. As you know or may not know, I took the summer off of doing these Tuesday night training calls because, it's summer. I was traveling a lot, and I know everybody's traveling a lot. And I know that it can be hectic to get on a Tuesday night call every Tuesday during the summer. Kids are out and schedules are just crazy. So I'm back. I am back and doing this, and I'm super excited to get back into the groove of things. So tonight we're talking about, hey, Awi.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing well.
So I'm going to mute everybody who comes on, but at the end, I do a Q&A.
Okay.
And then also, if you have any questions, just go over to the chat box, which if you hover over the bottom, there's a little chat thing. You can put the questions in there.
Sure.
Okay? Awesome.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I took the summer off, and so here's the first one for the fall. And I'm going to keep doing them every Tuesday night, same time, 7. And tonight we're talking about our history, stories, and experiences about money as women. Because how important is it that we really go deep into what we learned about the women in our family, our moms, our grandmothers, and who taught them, right? So in order for you to understand, you got to dive in deep. All right. So I am Denise Dominguez, Women's Empowerment Coach. I am the founder of Soul Print Empowerment Program and the Mastering a Money Mindset course. I empower women entrepreneurs on resolving unhealthy relationships, including the relationship with money, so they can live a life of freedom, joy, and abundance. I help women release, heal, and transform their relationships and make a difference in the world. Ladies, take this time now to just focus on you. Light a candle, relax in your favorite spot, have your favorite drink next to you, shut off the rest of the world for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Because really, that's what it's about. This is about practicing. This is a form of practicing self-love, taking some time out for you, and it's your turn now. So everything and everybody can wait about 30 to 40 minutes, right? So I call this my sacred place, my sacred space. I have a space in my office where it's I meditate there, or I take notes, or I listen to calls like this, and it's my space. I have my little Buddha there with the candle and my mirror when I do my mirror exercises. And so you should have your own sacred space somewhere in your home. And that's just for you. So kudos to you for showing up here tonight and starting a new money story for yourself. Yeah. All right. Questions for you. Are you ready to make money and make a difference? Do you have a big mission but need big money to support it, right? Do these limiting money beliefs sound familiar? So let's start with, I don't know where to start with making money. Or if I make money, if I make the money I want to make, I will have to work too hard for it, right? That's another one. If I make a lot of money, it means my work will take me away from my family, from my children, from my husband. I'm worried that my marriage can't survive massive success and income. I will always have to work multiple jobs to get enough money to thrive, right? Do those sound familiar to you? Yeah. Were any of these oldies but goodies passed down to you? Here's some good ones, and I know they're going to sound familiar. Being rich is bad. Wealthy people don't help other people. Making money is not spiritual. It is not right to get paid for spiritual work. Money changes you. Wealthy people are disconnected from the realities of the world. Women are not good financial managers, and healthy people are selfish and greedy. And to even go deeper into that, focusing more on women is, I know for me growing up, my mom was actually the money, quote unquote, manager, but my dad always made more money than my mom. And then in my marriage, he was the provider, the moneymaker, and the controller of the money. So a lot of us grew up with mom being stay-at-home mom and dad being the provider and maybe even the controller of the money. I know a lot of women who, after they got divorced, didn't even know how to write out a check. So we're going to change all that. Okay. So if that's your money story, if that's what you were shown, it's okay. We're going to change all that. It's the first step into changing things like this is having the awareness. And that's what this presentation is all about. It's about having the awareness of, where did my money story come from? How did I get this? So, ladies, it is time to kick these lies to the curb once and for all. After seeing this in so many women, including myself, I've seen the same limiting beliefs and mindset blocks that stand in the way of them reaching their financial freedom. The old beliefs of women not being good with money or not needing to know about money is over. A new paradigm of women's leadership is here, right? Yay! And it's time for us all to step up and take control of our relationship to money, right? That's woman energy. It starts with us. It starts with us. It starts right here and right now. And only we can change the game and make the money we need and want to support our dreams and big missions on the planet. It's time. So are you ready to make money a priority? I hope so. All right. You have to remember, and this is what I teach my clients in all aspects of things. So you have to remember that our subconscious mind is running our old stories, past stories that we were told, our past experiences that we experienced ourselves, and or past experience that we were told. Now, right now, we are unraveling all of that shit, because now it's a lie, right? We are crushing that old crap. And how empowering is that? Yes. Out with the old, in with the new. What else is possible? So as an umbrella, I empower women. My tribe is women coming out of divorce or a breakup, and usually with a narcissist. One of the biggest reasons I stayed in my toxic marriage for over 20 years was financial reasons. At first, I only coached women on their emotional wounds. And then it hit me, like just this year, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I need to talk about money more, because I know that I struggled with money and I was controlled with money in my marriage. And I know I'm not alone, especially if you're in a relationship with a narcissist. So that's a big one. So this call is about connecting with us, okay? Unraveling the old stories and creating a new money story that we as women can show ourselves, and that we can do, and that we got this. And not only are we showing ourselves, but we're creating a new story for our children, right? And their children. So it's time for us to just, whatever is in the past and whatever was brought down to us, it is what it is. So it's now time for us to show our children that anything is possible, and leave a new money story to be passed down to them and their kids and so on. Like leaving a legacy. How empowering is that? That we are the ones to do that. So, I mean, I love that word, leaving legacy. Like, that is just so awesome. And it's about taking what we've been molded into and smashing it to pieces, because that's really what you have to do when you're changing something that you've been wired and programmed to believe, right? And there's no shame and there's no blame in anybody or anything. It just is what it is, right? Our parents did the best they could with what they knew how. And now we know different. So when you know better, you do better. And that's what this is about. So, you got to start from scratch and build it from here, in the form, in the shape of the way that we want it to be molded, the way we want it to be, not in the way it was before. So let's get started. In everything I just described, it's like we've been carrying baggage, right? That shape that's been molded and formed for us, we were born into that baggage. And what we need to do, no, what we are doing is starting right here, right now, and smashing it, unraveling it, and demolishing it. But first, we need to look at our histories about money, our stories about money, and our experiences about money, and destruct it all. And then we're going to honor it, bless it, thank it, and then send it back to sender. So this is what I teach my clients on the emotional wound part. We're going to do the same thing with this. And we're going to start from scratch. And then we're going to, like, it's like we're giving that old money story validation, right? Okay, I see you, I hear you, I'm giving you a voice, I'm recognizing you. However, now that I've done that, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. And now me, my adult self, my woman energy is taking over. Okay? So history of women and money. It was only 100 years ago. 100 years ago is when we, women, started to deconstruct that women were treated as property. Think about that for a second. 100 years ago is not that long ago, right? Women had no rights. Women could not vote. Women could not work. Women could not inherit. Women could not be landowners. Think about that for a second. That's pretty, like, wow. And we were property to our spouses. Our only value was to be attached to a man with money or power. That was our only value. Ouch, that hurts. And think about that. Because 100 years ago was what? Our grandparents? Our great-grandparents? So in the 1960s, we entered the workforce. Woohoo! We took our bras off, didn't we? And to this day, in 2017, nearly 60 years later, we still do not have access to equal pay with the man. Like, that's pretty freaking crazy. Although we've come a long way, we're still not there yet, ladies. We're still not there yet. So we got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep moving. We got to keep deconstructing and rewiring our money stories. So again, there's no shame and there's no blame of where you're at today with your money situations. So stop getting down on yourself and understand this. The struggles that were put in place to hold women down, to keep us disempowered, were already there. But as they were created for us, they are breakable for us, right? Because anything that's created can be broken, right? And vice versa. So we all have stories that we inherited. Stories by the women who raised us and the ones before them, and so on. Just like how I talk about with our emotional wounds. It's the same thing. A story is a story. And we know that there is genetic memory in our DNA. one that we've passed on from one ancestor to another. Well, this is where it kind of gets interesting. We inherited the traumas in our DNA from the previous ancestors. We have to be aware that we are not only carrying the burden in our energetic body and spirit in this lifetime, but we are inheriting what our ancestors passed on to what they've been through. They didn't have the knowledge. They didn't have this knowledge. They didn't have these tools, and they didn't have this understanding of this, right? They were just going with it. Then there's the stories that we took on as our own from our parents. So it's kind of like what I talk about, like the muck, the layers of crap that we take on as truth, as our truth, and it's actually all lies. So all of the money stories that we took on as our truth, right? All the things I said in the beginning, that women aren't good money managers and yada, yada, yada. If we took that on as a layer of truth and cover up who we really are, when in fact, it's a lie. So that's what we're going to be doing, is peeling back those layers. So tell me, what is your view on women and money? Put it in the comment box. Tell me, what is your view on women and money? What is your money story? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. My money story, like I said at the beginning of the call, is that my mom was the money, she controlled the money, and my dad made more money than her. My mom was a stay-at-home mom until my youngest sister went into school, and then my mom went back into the workforce. Still, she made less money than my dad. So she wrote out the bills, she controlled the money, and she actually gave him an allowance. So she was the one who controlled it. And my dad, of course, he made more money, worked very hard. But the money story that I got was probably similar to the one that you got. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? I remember hearing this: close the door, Denise. We're not air conditioning the neighborhood. What's the message behind that? And it's not necessarily what our parents or the people around us said to us. It was the message behind what they were saying, right? So my mom pretty much always shopped thrift stores, garage sales, things like that. I remember one time she took us to a nice plaza. I think it was in Coconut Grove down in Miami. And it was really, really like upper class stores. And she was shopping for us. And like, if that happened, that was like huge. And like I said, I only remember it one time. It was when like the colored jeans were out, right? I don't remember if they were Edwin's or whatever, but they were like the red jeans or the white, and it was like a big to-do. Like it was something that rarely happened, right? So that's my money story. It was, pinch a penny, money doesn't grow on trees. Our vacations were just around Florida. We never went on extravagant vacations. We never flew. Oh, no, we flew once. Sorry, we did fly once to Panama. But generally, our vacations were local, camping and things like that, because my mom and dad didn't have the money. And it was like, the message that I got growing up was, when you get married and have kids, like that's where all your money goes to survive. Your money goes to the bills, your money goes to, the mortgage, take care of the kids, the food, like all of these things is where the money goes to. And there's nothing left over for a savings account or vacations or nice things in life, go out to nice dinners or like I was just describing, go shopping at a nice plaza in Coconut Grove, eat a nice lunch. So ladies, it is time to claim it. Claim that I have more money than I ever dreamed possible, right? Say it out loud. Say it out loud all the time. Be it. Feel it. You must take actions in order to get the results that you're seeking. Money is not just going to fall on your lap, right? You got to change the subconscious mind. You got to rewire what you've been programmed to believe. And that's going to take some time. But I have the answers for you. I have put together a Mastering a Money Mindset course. So if you are already my client, then you know about this. And it is basically a 21-day challenge to get you out of your old story and to create a new money story for you to pass on to your children. I thought I saw somebody log on. Okay. Hold on. Where's my screen? Okay. So think for a second, what is it that you desire from life, right? Is it a new car, pertaining to money? Is it a new car? Is it a house? Remodel your house, a pool? Like, what is it? What would you like to travel? And how would you like to travel? Like plane, trains, or automobiles, put yourself there and think of yourself there, because that's going to give you the why. That's going to give you the drive to create this money. And seriously, you can have anything that you desire from life. And I would be honored to help you get there. So I'm just going to go into a little bit of what is a Mastering a Money Mindset course. It's ready to make the money and make a difference. If you have a big mission in mind but need the big money to support it, this is the course that you need to be in. We do a 21-day challenge. I give lots of action steps, lots of exercises that you wouldn't even think that would make a difference in your money story. One of the big ones that's really popular is the wallet exercise that I do with my clients. And basically that is, your wallet is your vessel for your money. And that's one of the first exercises that we do, because a relationship with anything, person, a thing, money, you have to think about, how am I treating this, right? So if you're in a relationship with a person, you love that person, right? Because we love money. You treat your money good. You treat that person good. But a lot of times we're not even thinking about how we're treating money. And so like when I first did this exercise with my clients, I did the exercise too. Holy crap, so eye-opening. Because my vessel for my money was, I had just started taking on an old wallet that I had, and it was small and very contained, and I couldn't even put dollar bills in there because it like folded up. And it was just very eye-opening. And is your wallet cluttered? Like, do you have 1,000 receipts in there? Do you have is it bulging out because of the change? This is something that we blindly just go by in life. Or like I was doing before I had that wallet, I was stuffing my money in my purse. I didn't even have a wallet. So you have to think of, what is the relationship that you have with people? How do you want to be treated? You have to think of that in terms with money. So this 21-day course, you will have the tools and action steps to get started and manifest money right away. So we meet every day in the Facebook forum with the posts and homework and exercises. In addition, we meet weekly via live video, just like this, that is recorded for your records. And here is where you ask questions and you get coached if you need that. I'm here for you. So this is an essential money training program every woman needs right now to strengthen her empowerment and to have a strong financial foundation. We gather together in an interactive group. We're super interactive, and my clients get some pretty amazing results. The biggest one that I'd like to share is she's my client of mine, and she was just like down and out, and then she lost her job. Like, she was already at the point of like, whoa. And then she lost her job. So that was just like crap on top of crap. She's the one who came out with the biggest results because she kept going and she kept using the exercises that I was giving. And she manifested that, no, not 10,000, excuse me, $5,000 in 1 month and a business. So everybody knows that when you leave a job or get fired from a job, like when one door closes, another one opens. So how amazing is that? So that's just one example of one of my clients that manifested. That was the biggest one. Okay, so the Mastering of Money Mindset course includes your money habits training. You will learn how to focus on your money every day, right? The wallet exercise is part of that. How to tap into your subconscious and change your money story. How to infuse daily money rituals and habits. That's important. So your money manager training, you will learn why you don't feel like a money manager, how to be a money manager, action steps to be a money manager. And your money manifestation training will include what you'll learn is a true definition of manifestation, what keys you need to master a money mindset, and the power of I in making money. So that's just a glimpse of the course. Like I said, we do the weekly wallet cleanse. I also do the boogeyman, the money boogeyman template, and the magic check for your framework, money framework. 22 affirmations, that's also included. This essential list of the most effective money affirmations, specially designed to crush your blocks. Remember, affirmations need to be said over and over. That is how you tap in. Well, one of the ways that you tap into your subconscious mind, even if you don't believe it, right? So let me just give you a little bit about affirmations. You want to take an affirmation that makes sense to you, right? If you don't, okay, so there's a fine line. So yeah, maybe you don't believe it, but you don't want it to be so outrageous that it's like in your mind you're going, that's like freaking impossible. Like, for example, I'm a millionaire, or I'm a billionaire. You don't believe that. So you start off with something that's believable, even if you don't believe it, something that's believable. Like, I have $20,000 in my account, or I have $2,000 in my account, whatever it is. You want it to be believable. But affirmations do work, but it is like a pounding, right? Keep, while you're driving, keep saying it. While you're taking a shower, keep saying it. When you go to bed, keep saying it. It works. It works. So also with the 22 money affirmations, what is provided is an epic daily tool to get your mind aligned. All right. So it is now time to start making money. And what would you do with your money? Work less? Take a vacation? Make generous donations? You know, this whole thing with Texas, that is some crazy stuff. Wouldn't you like to have, you know, set aside, you know, donation money that you could just, here's, I don't know, $100,000 for Texas, right? Then your only challenge would be, what organization am I going to give it to that I know that my money is actually going to the people in Texas that need it, right? But wouldn't that be so awesome if you had like a donation? You know, because here's what I teach my clients, that it's so important for you when you're creating money that you have some money in mind that you're going to donate, whether it's to your church or like that, like Red Cross, some kind of helping organization for people like that. For me, I have dogs, so like a rescue, whatever it is, you want to give back. So when the universe gives to you, you want to make sure that you give back. That's super, super important, because the universe feels that vibration. So if you get money from the universe and you're just like a greedy shithead and don't want to give any of it away, or don't want to share it or whatever, then you're probably not going to keep creating. So that's super important. So You can do it, and I'm here to show you how. So through small shifts to your mindset and daily action steps, you can radically change your relationship to your money. You will be on your way to making more money and making a difference. The Mastering a Money Mindset course results. My biggest takeaways from this challenge, here's a quote, is stress less about money and have faith in the universe. How awesome is that? I'm the sole provider for my kids and have always been afraid to make a mistake that will screw up their future. Now that I am a money magnet, I can relax and be grateful and pass on a healthier money mindset to my kids. Hello. Here's another one. Day 1, and I received a small check in the mail. Yeah. Like, how awesome is that? Here's the testimony I was talking about earlier. So here's what she said. Oh boy, here we go. All I can say is it works, and we got this. I have more freedom and more money than ever. And it has all been about a change in attitude and mindset. It is your calling. You rock, Denise. So excited. I had a focus and I was able to manifest over $5,000 within the past month, giving the universe more details and specifics. This week, I need $2,500 for my new food trailer, which is a business that she has on the beach. And then by summer's end, anticipate all debts to be paid off. Like, seriously, how does it get any better than that? This is just a few of the results that my clients are getting. And you get all this and more. So, like I said, if you're my client in the Soul Print of Empowerment, I gift this to you. If you're not and you want to just focus on money, ladies, you get all of this and so much more for only $2.99. So I want to leave you with some homework. Take a moment and look back at your earliest memories. What did you learn about the topic of money from your mom, from your grandmother, from your aunt, from the women in your family? If you take the time to sit quietly and answer the above question, you might begin to understand where some of your notions about money, finances, managing money came from. Whether you share those values or have worked hard to fight against them, you learned them from somewhere. Your brilliant brain retained the messages that were sent to you at a very formative age. And those have helped shape what you value and how you set your priorities. So be sure to find a picture of yourself as a child and frame it. Put it in your sacred space that I was talking about in the beginning and look at your beautiful eyes as you do this assignment. When you're done doing this assignment, email me your answers at denised000@gmail.com. I highly advise you to do this assignment in the next 24 to 48 hours from hearing this call. And I'll just show you real quick. This is an exercise that I do with my clients for emotional wounds too. And the reason why I picked this age is because this is me at 4 years old, is because this is the very formative age. So 4 years and younger, we are who we really are. And then life, we start to take on the layers of muck of life. So that's why we do that picture. So what I'm going to do now, if I can pull it up. Oh, here we go. We'll unmute everybody and you can ask any questions if you have any. I don't see anything in the chat box. So do you have any questions?
Yeah, so what's the assignment?
The assignment is asking the question of, well, you want me to write it in the chat box? I can do that.
Yes, please.
Okay. So It is take a moment and look back at your earliest memories. What did you learn about the topic of money from your mom? I'll type it in there. And
Okay.
actually, you know what? I could just copy and paste it.
So Denise.
Hey, I didn't know. Hey, Robin, I didn't even know anybody was on there. I heard a bing, but I didn't see anybody.
No, I can't. Yeah. Oh, well. Here I am.
Do you have any questions?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, lost you.
Yeah, I think there's something going on.
Yeah, the bandwidth is very low. It's very poor.
Oh.
Yeah, but at least I can see you, but then you freeze up for a few seconds.
Oh, really? It might be my end,
All
too.
right, so just email this to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Well, you're in the forum, Awi,
Mhm.
so if you want to post it in there, you can. Whatever
Okay.
you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Sure, no problem. I like to share.
Okay, good. I know you do.
You know me and my notes.
I know. I love that because some people you have to work at that, and I was one of them, so I get it.
Yeah, I was there, but I've shared all of that. No blame, no judgment. Just share freely and keep it moving. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So the other question, you said we meet weekly on Tuesdays, 7:00.
Okay, so this call is just my Tuesday night training call. This is open for anybody, okay? As a client, yes, you have access to it too, but this is not our coaching call. Our coaching calls are on Wednesday.
Freezing up again.
Oh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Wednesday night is our coaching calls, but Tuesday nights I do like a training call. Anybody can hop on. Next week I'm going to do she needed a hero, so she became one. That's the topic that I'll be talking about. So yeah, Wednesdays is our coaching call. Okay. And
6 p.m.
For Tuesdays or Wednesdays?
For Wednesday.
So Wednesday, you're going to be 7 p.m. Your group is 7 p.m.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Here's a message from Jen Sanchero.
Feed fear a suck-it sandwich.
Yeah. Feed fear a suck-it sandwich. I love her. Any questions, Robin?
I guess, have I missed anything on this call? I guess.
Well, I'm going to upload this call, the replay, on YouTube. So I'll just share the link in the group so you guys can grab it.
Okay, then. That'd be cool.
All right. And then you know how to get in touch with me if you have any questions or if you need any clarification.
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you see over in the chat? I copied and pasted it. Do you see it?
I did. Yep, I see it.
Okay,
Copying
cool.
and pasting now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. 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 All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, then we're good. Until tomorrow. I'm excited to do our first call.
Yay! As my friend would say, cool beans.
Oh, I say cool beans all the time.
All
Yes.
right. Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 7:00.
Yep. All right. See you guys later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.